Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Jody and this is JI Colorist. Today's video is May completed pages for 2025. I also include the crafts that I've been working on, and this month we're going to start off with the crafts so that I can get them shown to you, and then I can pass them on. I'm quite excited to show you my completed cross stitch. It's rather large. This was a pre-printed cross stitch on a large canvas. I have finished it, and then you wash it in cold water and the pre-printed pattern comes off. And this is the cross stitch that I did for my granddaughter. She has arrived safely, and I'm happy to say that she arrived actually on May 25th. So she's going to be 1 week old today, and I'm pretty happy, and both mother and father are doing well. And so this will be framed and go into her nursery. So that's this craft finished. I think I'm going to take a break from such large cross stitches for now. And this is my second craft. I'll just turn the ring light off for a second. This is my second craft for the month. It is a Diamond Art Club partial drill calendar. So this is the picture for June. I did add sparkly orange there, which is not part of the kit. So I did bling up my page a little bit. So that is June. This is the side, and this is the, so it's pre-printed picture, and only it's a partial drill. Okay, so that's craft number 2. The third craft that I did was had a little diamond painting session with my sister. So this is a Paint Gem Birds edition. I do have an affiliate code with Paint Gem. If you want to order and get a discount code, it is in the video description. I did the owl, and so here it is. It's a square drill. And so that is I have finished now the owl, the pheasant, and a couple others. So we're getting more done in this kit, and I think it was lots of fun. All right, those are my 3 crafts for the month. So those are the 3 crafts that I completed, and let's take a look at my other stats. We're keeping track of. So we're keeping track of the number of books and pages. We're also keeping track of buddy colors and prompts and how many untouched books. So I've completed this section here, but we have a summary page at the end of each month. I completed 14 pages total. 10 of those pages were buddy color pages. 7 pages were prompts or challenges. I completed or worked in 9 different books, including 2 untouched books. So that went for Color Your Hoard May 2025. I did 4 videos this month. I've been very busy this month getting the acreage and garden planted and everything outside underway. So I've been only able to get 1 video a month done, and that's probably going to be my goal for kind of the next couple of months. I'm also obviously trying to spend as much time with family as possible, and it's summer, so I really want to enjoy the summer. So I started 2 crafts. I finished 3 crafts because the larger craft I started a couple of months ago. And for my YouTube stats, because I don't keep track of Instagram and I don't have a Facebook, my YouTube stats, I started with 3,086. I'm ending the month here at 3,154. So I want to welcome 68 new fellow colorists that have joined our channel. Thank you so much for joining. I don't ask for subscriptions and liking videos and all that kind of stuff every single video. Once a month I ask, if you're enjoying what you see on this channel, consider subscribing by hitting the subscribe button. Otherwise, I'm just happy that you found the channel. I hope you find something interesting in it, and I look forward to reading your comments below about what your favorite craft or coloring page you see this month. Before I jump into the May completed pages, I do want to bring up something that we are going to be starting in the month of June, and I will show you on screen. I have all 4 Tiny Worlds books in the Tiny Worlds series. They are a 9x9 size book, and there's 5 of us currently, and we've just added a 6. So there's a growing number of us that have these books that want to get coloring in them and do buddy colors. So because our group is getting larger and larger, I decided to open it up to anybody who has these books. So maybe you have this book, maybe you have all 4, whichever you have. I'm going to be rotating through all 4 books. So each month will be a different book. I will always pick 2 pages because I'm not sure what pages you may have already colored, and I want you to have the opportunity to have at least 1 page that you can color with us. So there will always be 2 pages per month. So for the month of June 2025, we are going to be working in the Tiny Worlds Matt Edwards illustrated book, and this is the first book in the series. And we are going to do, you have an option of doing the page called At Home in a Garden Gnome. So there is this page here. Or you can also do this page, which is Knotted Oak Gnome Home. So both of these pages have to do with gnomes. I thought it was a fun June thing to do. And so if you have either of those pages uncolored, you can either color one, color both, color none. It's totally up to you. I do suggest, though, if you want to be included in my video that shows everyone's buddy page, to email me at jicolorist@gmail.com, where I will for sure be able to get your picture. Also, please edit your photo and include your name somewhere on the photo so that the credit is given to you and we have the right spelling of your name and everything else. So if you edit the photo yourself, then when I get the picture, I don't have to edit it and accidentally type something wrong. So those are the ways to enter. You can join our group on Instagram, but it's probably just easiest to email me directly at jicolorist@gmail.com. Okay, those are all my announcements. Let's get started at looking at all of the pages. I work from smallest to largest so that I don't have to change the camera angle very much. And so we are starting off in Sea of Colors. And I actually did 4 pages in this book, and I have actually completed all of the pages. So in June you will see a flip through of this entire book. Now there are a couple of pages at the very end, and you tell me whether or not you consider a book complete or not if you have some of these pages. So there's this page here with some writing on it, and this activity page, and this page. So there's 4 pages at the back that I haven't colored, and I may try and get them colored in June to be officially done. But they are also pages that don't appeal to me. And it is my coloring book, so when I feel like I'm done, I think I might be done. So let's take a look at the pages that I am attributing to May. And 2 of them are with a buddy color with Veronica Dunn. And so I will put Veronica's page on screen first. On screen you will see Veronica Dunn's first completed page. It is a mermaid, so it also works for Mermaid 2025. Thank you so much, Veronica, for helping me push through and get these last pages done in the book. Her mermaid is done in pencil, and it's super cute, so thank you for that. And here is my mermaid page. I used heavy body acrylic paint, some Copic markers, some white pearl paint, so on the pearl here, some macaroon pencils, some gold gel pen, some blue ink for the sky, just a little bit, and some Jelly Roll Moonlight. So the heavy body acrylic paint is this paint down here, and also in the blue, and then the pencil crayons are here, and then the Jelly Roll Moonlight is the outline of so there's some little metallic there. So had fun with this page, and I do like how I got the highlights in her hair. So I'm getting a little bit better with hair, but this is a page done, and I'm happy to have it done. The next page on screen is a school of fishes. So here is Veronica's page. Nice, bright, cheerful colors. Thank you so much, Veronica. And here is my page. And this is ink pad background, heavy body metallic paint for a bunch of the fish, some micron jelly roll, micron pens to redo some of the outlines. And then I've got some jelly roll metallic and some Copic markers. So I was having fun with the heavy body acrylic paint, and I wanted to see how it would do. So you can see that there is a mixture of paint and markers on the back side. And that is the school of fish. So those are the buddies that I did with Veronica. Then I did 2 pages on my own. And this one here, I used Stabilo 68 fine liners. And then I used, down on the bottom is tempera paint sticks. And then some ink for the light background in blue. And the ink seems to work pretty well. And the water-based markers did bleed through on this paper because this paper is the super thin kind, but I do like how that worked out, and I do have a little bit of jelly roll metallic on there as well. And then the last page I did in this book was this notes page here, and this whole part here was, and also these areas here, was done with the Bible highlighters. And I really like using those. It's such a smooth background. They go on, it's totally dry. You could write on this now, so that is nice. Let me see if I had anything else. For the pencils, I used the macaron pencils and some jelly roll metallic. So yeah, really happy with how this went. And those are all the pages I've done. Like I said, there's a couple of pages at the very back that I'm not really interested in doing, but we'll see. Maybe I will get the gumption up to finish it in June. All right. The next book is the Tiny Worlds Pocket Pets, and in this book I did 1 page, and it was a buddy color. So I'm going to show you 4 different ladies, so there was 5 total, but I will show you on screen all of their pictures, and I have previously shown them in my Tiny Worlds video that was published last Wednesday. So if you want to see more pictures from the Tiny Worlds, there are there. Okay, on screen we're going to start with my friend Cindy Visor. This is Cindy's page. I love how she did her octopus, and I love how she turned the back shelf into more like an aquarium. I think that was excellent idea, and she said she used some stickers, and well done. I just really like the imagination that she put into that. The next person is Emily, and she did a fantastic job as well, and I like how she added some shells into her back glass on the bottom of her shelf. So well done. The next one is Sherry Dennewitz. Now Sherry's the first one who finished out of all of our buddies. She did an excellent job, and she actually made the back shelf into books, and she used some different stickers and some washi tape, I believe. And so yeah, she did a really excellent job. We also had a big debate in the group about what was on the bottom of the shelf. Some thought maybe glasses. Some of us really weren't sure. And then we have Color and Create with Jana. She did an excellent job of making the bottle actually look like glass and very transparent. So well done. And I also like the book bindings on her bookshelf, and she went with glasses as well. So those are the ladies, and this is my page. I made these into gardening books on the top shelf, and the bottom shelf I could not figure out what it was, so I used acrylic paint and I painted it over so that it just looked like it was an empty shelf, and that this is the countertop. I used some glossy accents for the eyes, and I used some Mod Podge glitter on the very bottom so that there was lots of glitter in the water. I used, for this countertop is actually the Bible highlighters in 2 different colors. And then I used Meeden pastel paints, glaze pens, Staedtler fine liners, pigment pens, some washi tape here, some stickers here, more washi tape, and yeah, really happy with how this turned out, and a couple of Artix paint pens, and like I mentioned, the glossy accents. So I'm happy with how this page turned out, and this was the first time that I felt like the illustrator started something and maybe didn't finish, because it was very confusing what was behind here on the page. So if you do have this book, let me know what you think the bottom row was, because it looked like they started to draw something and then kind of stopped, and it almost looked a little bit AI, which was a little bit disconcerting, but this is an illustrated book. So that is my page from Tiny World Pocket Pets. And remember, next month we are having our first group buddy color, and it is going to be in Tiny Worlds by Matt Edwards, and you have a choice of the 2 different gnome pages. All right, the next book by size is Domings Fairy Tales, and we did the page Anne of Green Gables, and I did it with second month that we have done a buddy color with Jo Zahana. She has a YouTube channel here. She is from Hawaii, so big shout out to my coloring buddy in Hawaii. Here is Johanna's page, and she did a beautiful job. I just love how bright her colors are. She didn't go with the exact colors from the example, and neither did I, but I love her bright colors, and I also love how she adds a little quote to hers, and it says, "Leave a little sparkle wherever you go." And that is a lovely thought, and I thank you for coloring with me. So this is the page that it was our example of, and then this is my page and how mine looks. I use Staedtler pigment pens, some glaze pens, dimensional Mod Podge for the wine bottle here, some Pitt pens, and some macaroon pencils, as well as some polychromos pencils. And then I used a white Lango gel pen just to do a few white highlights around the page. I did use some inspiration from here, but I kind of varied a little bit. It's a very, very busy page, so I actually needed to look at this to figure out what some of the items were over here. So that's in this book, I kind of use it for that. And then I picked some of my own colors. I have actually been to the Anne of Green Gables home in Prince Edward Island. So I really enjoyed doing this. I watched Anne of Green Gables as a young Canadian child, and I read the books, and then as an adult I went with my girlfriend to Charlottetown and to Nova Scotia for a big visit, and so I was really happy when Johanna asked to do this as a buddy color in this page, because I was excited to do it. So and it brought back a lot of great memories. So that is my one page as a buddy out of Domings Fairy Tales. We are going to adjust the camera now, so 1 second. Okay, this next page is a buddy color with my friend Cindy Visor, and this is a buddy color out of Shooting Star by Maria Trollet, and I will show you Cindy's page on screen first. Cindy did an awesome job on her buddy. Cindy let me know that her background is actually done in pencil, so that is outstanding, because that is a lot of work, and she had to go around all those tiny leaves. So she did a wonderful job, and I love the colors of her little axolotl. So well done, Cindy. Thank you so much for buddy coloring with me. And this is my page, and I used Neocolor 2, some gold heavy body acrylic paint, and I put it on so that there was some texture to the star itself. I also have some Jelly Roll metallic and some Pitt pens and Staedtler pigment pens, a little bit of white gouache on the bubbles, and some macaron and polychromos pencils. So there is some gel pen. I used gel pen for the leaves and for the So there's a little bit of reflection there. So yeah, the Neocolor 2 was all of the background and the sand, and then quite a bit elsewhere. The paper is pretty wrinkly. I'm going to leave it that way. It will eventually flatten out, but I did use quite a bit of water on this page, and I'm really happy with how my little guys turned out. I think they're super cute, and I do like that I kept to a limited color palette. So thanks, Cindy, for helping me get another page done out of Shooting Star. Sticking with Maria Trolle, I have been doing participating in the hashtag back to front, and it is by The Joy of Coloring, and I have been doing 2 pages a month with my friend Carrera from Paris, and this is the page that we did. So I'll start with Kiara's page. So Kiara did a wonderful job. We are both following along with what the colors of the plants are with the back registry and also the animals. So this is her page, and I love the colors that she chose. I also love her background. She did a brickwork, and she brought the yellow from the dress back into the background, and I think that that's just a wonderful, wonderful way to do a background without really having to do a lot of background. So it was a very, very nice way to do it. Here is my page. I used Mr. Pen highlighters for this yellow moon here. I used macaron pencils for the fairy wreath, some Pitt pens, some Staedtler pigment pens, some glaze, some Stardust Clear on the transparent wings, and some stickers stationery down here just for some stars. Kara actually thought these were mountains, and I'm like, okay, that works too. But I was just trying to get a border to kind of have the sun look like it was coming up as a sunrise. So I just kind of wanted to put a border down there. So that's what that was. And so it kind of is clouds, but it could also look for mountains. So I thought that was kind of fun that's what she thought it was. And yeah, so this is back to front, and this is page 85. The next page we did together was number 84, and it was the little girl in the field of sunflowers, and for some reason she has a chicken on her head and is carrying a basket of eggs. So not sure what that's all about, but this is Kiara's page. She did a dark-haired little girl and very beautiful light colored yellow sunflowers, and her chicken is adorable. Okay, and here is my page 84. I have grown sunflowers in my garden a number of times, and I've always loved sunflowers, and I love the variety of different colors and different sizes of sunflowers you can do. So I wanted to have my sunflowers be a variety of colors. So we have the traditional yellow, but then we have some, we used to grow some Russian sunflowers, which were really dark, almost burgundy red. So I tried to get that across with some different colors, and I used Neocolor 2s, some polychromos, some Staedtler Pitt pens, and some Jelly Roll Metallic. And the Jelly Roll Metallic is just on the outline of her dress. I tried to make the colors similar for the dress, and as well as the hair color. And I wanted some yellow over here and yellow over here, because I do try and tie the two pages together. And I also used the same background here. It's actually pencil behind, and then ink around the outside, and again ink here with the Bible highlighters for the clouds. So try and tie the two pages together, and yeah, had a lot of fun. And we've gotten quite a few pages already done in this book. We starting back to front, so I'm not sure if we're going to do 2 pages every month. We might slow down and do 1 page a month, but thank you to Jamie for hosting this fun hashtag. All right, let's see what else I colored. This next book is the Yururi Sketchbook Mouse. This is a foreign coloring book, so that goes towards my wanting to color in my foreign books. This is also a Color Your Hoard. This is my first page, and it's also a first buddy color with Cinqcolours. So Christine, so thank you very much, Christine, for helping me start in this book. She reached out to me after I showed this book in my foreign books that I wanted to touch, and we suggested doing the picture of the little mouse looking out his bedroom window. So on screen you will see Christine's page, and she did a wonderful job. The page took us both quite a while because there are so many small items in the room to color, and she was having a hard time figuring out what she wanted to her color palette to be, and I think it turned out stunning. So well done, and thank you so much. She has colored other pages in the book, so she did know, for example, what that little creature animal is beside his hand on the windowsill. She says he's reoccurring. So yeah, so well done, Christine. And this is my first page here. I used a color cube color palette, and I actually combined one or two, I should say, palette number 98 and then palette number 178. So if you look at them together, they're pretty much the same. I did need a darker color, and I also needed a light color too, so that's why I combined them. And then at the end, I just wanted to finish the page off, so I just put a little bit of washi tape at the top, kind of like a border in the room. But this is my page, and I'm really happy with how this turned out. I used Mr. Pen highlighters for the carpet and also for the sunrise that we've got looking out the window. So that worked well. I've used polychromos, some Pitt pens, black glaze for some of the items here, like the string hanging stuff up, a little bit of Jelly Roll Jelly Roll Clear on the feather there, because he's a little mouse boy and he's collecting everything. He's got feathers all over. So yeah, it was good. I had fun. I did, like I say, a bit of washi tape on the top. I did draw in a little bit of background for the boat there, and yeah, just had some fun. There is some jelly roll on the bedding and the accent pillow here, and I tried to put shadows under things, so like the acorn and the shadows under the chair legs and stuff. So happy with how it turned out, happy with the first page in this book. The mediums that I did use worked really well on the page, no problem at all, nothing bled through, and I look forward to coloring more. It's off-white colored paper, so it's a little bit creamy, so I had a hard time thinking of what to do for the actual wall color. So I actually left it the color of the paper because I thought it's off-white, and that's kind of, you know, a lot of people's houses are just off-white in color, so I decided to leave that and use accents for the rest of the color, and I'm happy with it. So that is my first page from Yururi Sketchbook Field Mouse. This next book is also a first Color Your Hoard book, and this was my first time also buddy coloring with someone else new, so I'm really excited to have had so many new people buddy color with me. This is Shannon from Instagram. It's Shannon1981, and this is her page here. Her page is nice and bright and fun. I love the ears on her elephant, and her page just makes me smile with how bright her colors are. And she used metallic on the water, and I think it's just probably a little hard to see, but very happy indeed to have that. She also did it as a buddy color with, I believe, Diane Dreams. I don't have Diane's page because they were doing a buddy as well. So check out the Instagram post for Shannon, and you can see her page in more detail there. This is my page, and I used again a Sarah Renee color palette just to kind of make me focus on colors, and it was palette 356. I also though added some yellow to the page because I wanted some yellow, and this is how my page turned out. And I'm gonna just move it so you can see some of the watercolor metallic on there. All right, I used Copic Chows, so you can see that there is some alcohol marker on here. So I used some Copic Chows, some Mr. Pen highlighter for the sky, some glaze pens, some Graphitint. I use Graphitint on the both the grasses and also on all of the stoneware, or stones I should say. I used Staedtler watercolor graphite pencils as well, and some Spectrum Noir brush pens and some Lango gel pens. And then a little bit of Jelly Roll metallic. And then after all that was done, I wanted a little bit of water to give me a bit more sparkle. So I put some Mod Podge Extreme glitter in some of the lightest parts of the water. So the water does kind of shine when I do it. And for the metallic watercolor paint, I used Paul Rubens watercolors. So I have a 12 set of the Paul Rubens watercolors, and I used the same pink, only this one was less concentrated, and then this one. So this is like the baby elephant, so its colors are a little bit lighter, and then the mother's elephant's ears are just a little bit darker. And I thought it was an adorable page, and I'm really happy that it was my first page and my first buddy color with Shannon. That was Mythographic Wild Summer by Joseph Catabag, and this also counts as one of my 10 by 10 books, so that was encouraging because that's one of my goals every month. The next two pages are a double page spread from the Erie World Literature book, and it was a buddy color with a brand new channel here on YouTube, so shout out to her. It is Polly Puts the Color On, and she contacted me through Instagram, and we set this buddy color up a couple of months ago. So when we did it, I hadn't actually realized it was a double page spread, but then we both decided that yes, we would continue the buddy and tackle it. So here is her page, and she did a lovely job. I believe she used some metallic paints on hers, and they really stood out, and I think that she did a wonderful job. And I would go check out her channel. I'll leave it linked in the video description so you can get more information on her page. And here is my page, and this is a mixed media page for sure. It is totally done. I used medium acrylic paint for the bushes, and I really love how they turned out. I used a couple of different colors, and I think that they look awesome. And then for the flowers themselves, I used Inktense, and I used a water brush to activate them. For the paints up here, I used Inktense for the blue night sky. So that's a couple of coats of Inktense for that. I used a light blue metallic paint for these banners. Not really sure how these banners are hanging from the sky, but there is that. I outlined them in a blue Signo gel pen for metallic, and then I did the blue and red and gold paint, and I used copper metallic paint for the rooftops, and it was medium acrylic paint and the heavy body acrylic paint for the textured fireworks. And then I used Polychromos pencils. I used blue glaze for the windows. I thought that would kind of be interesting. And yeah, lots. This took a long time. And then I used Inktense for the hair. And then I used Pitt pens for her and pencils for him. And it was a lot. So glad it's done. I hadn't done a double page spread in quite some time. So that was an undertaking, and probably one of the main reasons I only got as many pages done as I did this month, other than also needing to work outside. So thank you to Polly Puts the Color On for getting me back into that book. This is also, like I mentioned, this is a 10 by 10 book, and it's also a foreign book. And the last but not least, we always end my video on the Frogs and Friends coloring book. It's the large size, it's the PDF version, and this is a group buddy color with Emilillycolors, and it's the Frogs and Friends color along. And here is my page, and I used tempera paint sticks for basically the whole thing and a couple of markers. So the markers, only a little bit up here. The rest of this is done with the paint sticks, and I'll just grab one to show you. So I used the more narrow paint sticks. These are by Craftsmart, which is a Michaels brand, and they're super easy to use, and really happy with how it turned out. I've got the gold one on here for the silver dollar, so he's actually a little bit shiny, and yeah, he's just a cute thing. I didn't do a big background, just a little bit of extra color for the water there, and that is all I had time for. It was a busy month for you, and I hope that everybody had fun coloring. If you had a favorite page, let me know in the comments below. If you have a buddy color with me set up in June, reach out. Make sure that we are still on. I have 6 buddy colors set up. I kind of have gone off of the rails with my buddy colors. I used to limit myself to 5 a month, and that kind of has gone off the rails, and I've just been enjoying catching up. And when somebody's asked me to buddy color, I've usually said yes. So like I said, this month alone we had 10 different pages, and some of those pages had multiple people, and I look forward to our new buddy color, group buddy color in tiny homes. Like I mentioned, we are going to start off with the original tiny homes for Matt Edwards, and it's one of 2 gnome pages. The next month we'll do a vote on the channel, perhaps on the community tab, so keep an eye open for that, and we'll pick one of the 4 tiny home books to do, and then I'll give you 2 pages that you can select from. So I'll give you 2 pages every month so that you always have one that you can choose to work on. I hope you had a colorful and creative week. I hope you had fun and a bit of relaxing time watching this video. I sure do enjoy sharing the completed pages, because they're not just mine, they're also my buddies, and I think that everyone does such a wonderful job. I just always want to give them a shout out. So thank you to my buddies, and thank you for watching. Again, if you want to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any videos, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'll see you next month, and until then, happy coloring, everyone. Bye-bye.